Through spring, how's defense looking?
You know, it's coming. We're getting some guys back healthy and getting some numbers, and I think a lot of guys are taking advantage of their reps. We're getting a ton of reps, and we're getting better because of it.
Why in particular did this point stood out and we talked on the first
Well, you know, I think a couple of our new guys are looking good. I really like John, our nose guard, John Tavius Morris, and some of the young DBs are getting better. They're still need to learn their assignments a little bit better, but I like them. Drew Davis is doing a really good job playing one of our outside backer spots, kind of a nickel hybrid position, and I think everybody's coming along. We're lucky we still have about 7-8 more practices to go, and we need it, but it's coming along nicely.
You said nice to see you, obviously, when we just saw you. How's it feel to be finally back out here on the field?
It feels good. It seems like because of all the bad weather and then spring break and things like that we feel kind of like hurried, we're behind, but we're making progress, and it's good to get out. It's good to have nice weather finally, quite honestly. It's good to be out in the sun.
Speak about Brandon Leston a little bit. Kid who came on really strong last year, and now looks like he might be in a starter's role this year.
Yeah, he at times he played really good football for us, and had some big plays, obviously, especially against Marshall, and he still has a lot to learn about some of the fundamentals of the position. But he has some good ball skills. He has some good savvy, and it's really good that he's had a whole spring ball under his belt at free safety, so he can iron out some of the details. And both he and Marcus have done a good job. They played a lot of snaps, and it shows. They kind of are playing with confidence.
How important of a find was he? You've talked a few times about how the depth was not there for his safety.
He came here as a linebacker and called a couple of years back and wanted to transfer, and we watched his film, and he was a good player, and he started off as a linebacker, but we needed him to play in the secondary, so we kind of got lucky. He walked on a double transfer. He ended up being a really good player for us.
Wonderful Terry. He kind of goes in an expanded role.
He's been hurt, and he's been kind of slowed down by some injuries, and he needs to have a good second half of spring football. He's getting better, but he's been a little sore with his ankle, and we need to get him going again. It's good to have Joe Brown at corner and DeAndre Ferris back there in the secondary. So we have some new young guys that I love their attitude. They do things wrong, but they have a little spunk about them and a little juice about them, and I like that.